hello, wherever you are, day, morning, evening. I hope you're having a great one. I'm Cher. So I'm coming on to do a collective read. So just checking in with the current energies right now. So I hope this resonates. If you would like to book a private reading with me, then just connect with me on Messenger or at email at sherrijens@gmail.com, and we'll get that set up for you. So I have 100% positive client feedback. So yeah, just you can check me out and let me know if you would like to do that. Also, I am offering Tarot 101, so if you would like to learn how to read tarot for yourself, just shoot me a PM and we'll get you set up on that, on the course. And again, that's starting soon, so just let me know and I'll send you the info on that. So we're going to do collective right now. Donation links are in the pinned comment that I'm about to make. Here we go. There we go, and now it is pinned. So there we go. So donation links are in the description box. And again, if you would like to book a private with me, then just connect with me on Messenger. We'll get that set up. I have a wide variety of styles and price ranges according to your needs. And right now I'm running a special partnership snapshot that can be any kind of relationship. So it can be friends, family, colleagues, and of course romantic. And that is 22 USD right now. There we go. So connecting for the collective here. Hello, Stephanie. How are you, honey? Okay, for the collective, please. What is in our highest, best good to know for the collective spirit, for the collective? You guys get outside if you can, ground and soak up some sun. I know we've been having some solar flares going on recently, but it's still really good to be out in the sun if you can absorb a little bit of sunlight every day. For the collective spirit, what is in our highest best good to know for the collective? Okay. Okay, Spirit is guiding us to get out of our heads right now and to focus on outcomes. That's what I'm hearing. I am clairaudient and I'm clairsentient and claircognizant, which means I know things, I see things, I hear I know things, I feel things, and I hear things. Excuse me. The claircognizant, the clairvoyance kicks in every now and then. There. So I hope these readings have resonated in the past. For those of you who come to my lives, I appreciate you. For those of you who've made donations, I appreciate you. And for those of you who have booked private readings with me, I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Okay, for the collective. So Spirit is guiding us right now to stay focused on our outcomes. And by that, of course, I mean our highest, best outcomes. So the highest, best outcome possible is what Spirit is guiding us to do right now, because a lot of us are at crossroads moments and we are making decisions, making choices. And Spirit wants us to stay connected to our higher selves and to our guidance. So we're getting very clear messages if we can tune in. So if we allow ourselves the space and the time to tune into our hearts, to tune into our intuitions, then we will know. We will get that gut feeling. We will feel it in our bodies. We can do muscle tests. If you're not familiar with muscle tests, because energy doesn't lie. There's a simple one, just yes or no. Should I do this, yes or no, and pull. And you know, if it's a yes, it's going to pull apart, or a no, it's going to pull apart, just depending on your intention that you set beforehand. So yeah, those muscle tests are ways. There are several muscle tests, and you can Google those if you're interested in that. But yeah, we can check in with our bodies and ask ourselves, you know, is this good for me? And maintain a very, very strong connection with our heart spaces, and a strong connection with Mother Earth, and a strong connection with Divine. Yeah. So that is coming in for us. New starts, choices, and Spirit is guiding us again to tune into our heart spaces, to tune into our intuitions, to tap into that intuitive knowledge, that gut feeling. Oh, I just know this, and we're not sure why. That's your intuition. That's your intuition. Okay, so yeah, new starts. And Spirit says it's a time for us to plan. It's a time for planning and strategizing for these, but releasing attachment to outcome, envisioning our highest best outcome, and then releasing attachment to that. Releasing attachment to that. Because what Spirit and Divine has in mind may be even better than what we could have imagined. And so by releasing attachment to a specific outcome, then we are open for Divine to bring it to us in different ways that we may not have expected. Okay, strategizing and planning. Next phase coming in. And so we are being guided right now to ask. Make sure we're asking for assistance. Make sure we're asking our higher selves. Make sure we're asking Divine, our spirit teams. And so Spirit is giving us downloads about our power, how to step into our power, and how to move toward what it is that we want. Spirit, again, there's more and more focus right now on decisions, on choices that we may be presented with. And so we may be facing decisions right now, but there may be other decisions that we will be making in the future that we're not even sure about yet. We're not even aware of yet. They're not even presenting themselves to us yet. So these decisions are going to be branches and forks. One decision leads to another decision, leads to another decision. Okay, I've taken this path, and now there's a branch off that path, and now I'm on this path. And so, yeah, so we're going to be presented with a series of choices right now that is going to lead to this next phase of our journey. And again, these are long-term cycles that we are leaving behind and coming into. So generating new ones, moving out of old ones. So as we do this, Spirit is guiding us to tune into our heart spaces, to tune into our spiritual teams, our guides, and our angels, whatever resonates with your belief system, whatever resonates with you. Tuning in that way through prayer, through meditation, whatever, walking, whatever brings you to that state of bliss and peace and into the zone. It's the same thing. That high vibe, that's the same thing. A different verbiage, different wording. It's the same kind of concept. Staying in that high vibration narrows the gap. It narrows the energetic gap between us and Creator, between us and Spirit, between us and God, between us and our spirit team. Yeah. And so our spirit team, will include angels, archangels. It just depends on who's helping us. Passed over loved ones. Yeah. So again, new cycles. And Spirit was saying, we're going to give you the tools to be able to work hard on what it is. And it's not going to be a work hard like a toiling or struggle. It's going to be working hard on something that brings us so much passion that it's not going to feel like work. It's going to feel as if we are pulled or pushed or driven towards something, magnetized toward a particular endeavor or more than one endeavor. And so Spirit is saying these things where you feel this pull, where we are feeling this pull, are divinely orchestrated, are divinely guided, are part of our path, part of our plan. Hi, Angie. So good to see you, honey. Yeah, it's part of our plan. We're fated to do these things. We are fated to do these things. And again, if we're feeling led to something, there's a reason. There's a reason. If something brings us a lot of joy and bliss, then there's a reason. It's in our path. It's in our plan. We're all part of it. We're all part of this plan. We are all part of this plan. And we all have an integral part to play within it. We have an integral part to play within it. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, new beginnings. And some of us, again, are moving home. We're moving, changing location. So if you're being guided to move location, trust and leave and allow to leave what is leaving. Because whatever is leaving isn't meant to be there in this next stage. It doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be there in that particular time, right? But as we move into these new phases, new stages of life, these new long-term cycles, so we're going to be drawn to new things. And that's part of the plan. And there's a reason. Again, there's a reason for that. So Spirit says, go ahead, stand your ground, set boundaries. If things aren't resonating with us anymore, continue to set boundaries and recognize the spaces within our hearts wherein we need healing, where we're not quite healed yet. So a lot of us have wounding that may be blocking us from this new beginning. It can't block it entirely, but it can slow it down, So we want to be able to be prepared for this. And so Spirit says, release this heartbreak from the past. Release the pain associated with it, so we can say, moving forward, I release all the pain associated with the past and take forth only the lessons involved. And so that's one that I like to say sometimes. So yeah, that's a good way to word it, however you want to word it. But just make the intention, make that statement, make that I am statement. I am releasing, or I have released. Declare it, claim it, own it. Affirm it. And it's not easy leaving it behind, but just ask for the lessons involved so that we can release the pain, so that we can continue to feel better and better, and reach higher and higher timelines. Yeah. And timelines are just simply a matter of vibration. They're just simply a matter of vibration. Because there's no such thing as time, really. So what we're doing is experiencing all these things on a quantum level simultaneously. Yeah. So according to our vibration, so as we vibrate higher and higher, then we access different timelines. And so when we do that, then we're going to have better outcomes for ourselves. Things that we want will show up just out of the blue. They'll just be there all of a sudden. Oh, my goodness. And then we'll look back and say, wow, look at how far I've come. Look at how much has changed over the past year, over the past months, over the past weeks, however long it has been for us. And so, yeah, So that's another reason to release whatever is leaving. And it doesn't have to be people and jobs. It can be ways of thinking that we are leaving behind. Because this Tower card, most people fear it. Whoops, that's not the Tower. Let me pull it back up. There it is. The Tower card. Most people fear it, you know, because it's abrupt, sudden, unexpected change. And it usually involves a level of, shall we say, discomfort. And I'm using that word in kind of the way the medical field uses discomfort. That means severe pain, right? But yeah, so Spirit is saying, let go of what's leaving, because whatever is leaving, it wasn't built on a solid foundation, and it's not part of your future. So we're being guided to release, but this Tower can also mean epiphanies. So understand that we're getting epiphanies. We are seeing the light about things. We're seeing the light about our futures, our missions, our purpose. More and more is being revealed to us, and more can be revealed to us when we connect to Spirit, to Divine. Divine is within us and all around us. So we can connect to Divine, we can connect to Creator, we can connect with our spirit guides, the angels, archangels, guardian angels, our spirit team, and ask for assistance, ask for signs, ask for synchronicities, ask to be guided as we are going through this. We can ask for help in releasing these things. We can ask for help in seeing the lessons within them. And I'm also being guided right now, just as a reminder, that sometimes we are the lesson. Sometimes we are the lesson. Other people are the lesson sometimes, and we think, oh my goodness, what was I supposed to have learned from that negative experience? Sometimes we're the lesson for other people. So it's a negative experience for them. It's something for them to learn from. And so, you know, and that goes both ways, because we're always playing and interchanging that role of teacher and student, you know, on this earth school. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that, because sometimes we can drive ourselves crazy trying to figure out the lesson around something, and it wasn't even our lesson that we're trying to figure out. It was someone else's lesson within that, and somebody else. We were there to teach someone else a lesson, you know, and not in a yeah kind of way, not in an antagonistic kind of way, but just like, okay, this person learned something from this situation, you know. So yeah, but just getting that lesson, getting the lessons involved, you know, and taking those forward. And then we're going to be more creative, more fruitful, more fertile. It's a high time of fertility, and that can mean literal fertility and figurative fertility. So we're getting ripe with ideas. We're pregnant with ideas as Spirit gives us these downloads, and we get guidance from our spirit teams. Within my belief system, I think we signed up for it, and I think that we have guides who are assigned to us, you know, according to each incarnation. And so, yeah, and some are there for our entire journey, and some are there for just a little while. But yeah, that can include angels, archangels, ascended masters even, and deceased loved ones, ancestors. So yeah, there's a wide gamut there. There's a wide gamut. Okay. Yeah, so Spirit is saying, take a look at the resources that we have. Understand that we may have more resources than we may have thought, or than it may look, especially during Tower moments and big transitions, because it may look as though there's nothing material there, materialized, because again, the old cycles have ended before the new ones have begun, and so we may be feeling as though we're looking out into a void, and it's not really a void. It's not really a void. It's coming. And again, these are long-term cycles. These are meant to be. They're fated events and meetings with people, soulmates. And again, soulmates come in all colors, all flavors. They can even be pets. And so, yeah, this time of transition for us, this time of transition. So, once more, we are being guided to tune in, and you guys stay grounded, stay hydrated, go out into Mother Nature, even if they're nets. Go out into Mother Nature and soak up some sun, because we get a lot of energy from the sun, a lot of replenishment from the sun, and that goes into our solar plexus. That's why it's called the solar plexus, you know. Well, that's one reason. Yeah, so we can absorb that into our solar plexus, and that is the seat of our will. That's the seat of our divine will. It also purifies us, cleanses us, nourishes us. So yeah, make sure, try to get out in the sun just for a little while every day, and connect with Mother Nature, connect with Mother Earth, and again, have a seat on the ground like I'm doing. Take your shoes off and stand barefoot on the ground. It only takes 10 minutes to ground, and it is a literal ground. And especially with these solar flares going on, and when the energies are intense, when the collective energies are intense or slightly less than peaceful, then we can do that, and we can ground our energies literally. Like it's a literal electrical system that we're operating within, if you want to think of it that way. Every house, hopefully, has grounding within the electrical system. So we need to ground ourselves. So rubber shoes, rubber-soled shoes, we need to make sure we take them off and stand on the ground barefoot. Yeah. 10 minutes will change and shift your entire chemical and excuse me, electrical, system. It'll ground the whole system, basically. Yeah. And it's not just woo stuff. It's we can look at it scientifically now, because we have the instruments to measure it, and so there are measurable differences within the body. Yeah. So I see. I'm going to pull an oracle here. Again, guys, if you would like to learn tarot with me, connect with me. The online tarot class is starting up. I also have the online chakra healing course that is 7 weeks long. If you'd like to do a deep dive into your chakra system, I am a yoga and meditation instructor as well. So that is available as well. And private readings, you can book with me just through Messenger. Connect with me through Messenger. I'll send you a price list. And I'm not one of those high pressure salespeople, so I'll send it to you. Yeah, okay. It went out and reconnected. Yay, I'm back. So, yeah, but I'm not one of those high pressure salespeople, so I'll send you the information and then let you make up your mind. But yeah, donations are always highly appreciated. If you like lives like this, I would be so happy if you would join our group, Share Bear Tarot. There are Facebook Lives there, and a couple of readers in there for you. And let's see, what else? I think I'm going to pull one more. Again, if you want to learn tarot for yourself, it's absolutely fascinating. And so, yeah, that's a completely interactive online class. So just send me a PM and I'll send you that information. That's starting up soon, and it will be asynchronous, which means I will have lives, but they won't all be lives. The entire course won't be lives, and it'll be asynchronous, which means you can take advantage of it anytime. We don't have to be online at the same time. So that is asynchronous learning. Yeah, release the old. Spirit, again, is reiterating for us to release old ways of thinking. I release all old ways of thinking that do not serve me. That's an affirmation. That is a nice one to say. I release all old ways of thinking and behaving that no longer serve me. What else, Spirit? One final message for the collective. Yeah, set your sights higher. Yeah, I mentioned at the very beginning of the reading, that Spirit is guiding us to focus on the outcome. So this card talks about setting our sights higher. So don't play it small. It's no longer the time to play it small. It's time for us to put ourselves out there. It's time for a gnat to go on my nose. Okay. But it's time for us to put ourselves out there. It is time. It is time. So if you're feeling drawn to something, if you're feeling pulled to something, if you're feeling pushed, nudged, urged, compelled, and all those synonyms, then go ahead and do it. Honor it and honor yourself, and understand that when you do, when I do, when I put myself out there as my authentic self, I give you guys permission to do the same. When you put yourself out there, you give others permission to do the same in whatever manner that is, whatever manner that is for you. Yeah. And some of us are discovering or rediscovering talents and gifts that we didn't know we had. It's like, how do I know how to do that? I don't know. For some of us, it's past life knowledge and wisdom that we have carried. For some of us, it's our ancestors passing it down. For some of us, it is just simply having a moment to breathe and be and just exist, and have the opportunity to experience this, or giving ourselves permission to even entertain the thoughts of pursuing this. Yeah, even if it's just for our own benefit and our own joy and our own pleasure, that's okay. And that can lead to something else and something else and something else. And by each of us doing that, then we're all staying in our own lane, and we're all expressing ourselves as divine manifestations of God consciousness, as that we are. And so then again, we give others permission to do the same. And by that, I don't mean like, okay, you could do this. I just mean others feel as though they can do it too. They can do it too. Oh, if she can do it, anybody can do it. It's like, yeah, okay, she's doing it. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could do that. Mystic wisdom within. Yeah, we're tapping into that wisdom. And Spirit Divine is giving us this wisdom. We're getting little nuggets of wisdom. And we get little nuggets as we go along the path. They're just like breadcrumbs. They're like a trail of crumbs. And that's okay, because were we to ingest the entire loaf of wisdom and knowledge at one time, our heads would probably explode. But really, we would probably not be able to comprehend it, right? We wouldn't be able to comprehend it. So yeah, taking bite-sized pieces, that's the way to eat an elephant. So if you're considering doing something and putting yourself out there, moving into a new venture or a new avenue, a new career path, a move, whatever it is, then understand just one step at a time and breathe and allow yourself the space and the time to process the transition that you're going through, and then give yourself the time and the space and the peace of mind to be patient with yourself as you're releasing all these old limiting beliefs and old ways of thinking and old roles that we may have played in the past. So we're stepping into new versions of ourselves. It's okay. It's okay. If you've been in your cocoon for a while, it's okay. It's safe to come out now. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there. But if you guys would like to book a private reading with me again, connect with me on Messenger or email at sherrijens@gmail.com. I'm probably going to see a lot of comments about how to, some natural repellents for gnats. All right, you guys, take care. Again, if you want to book a private with me, connect with me on Messenger. I have a special going on, a $22 relationship snapshot. That can be any relationship. And there's also a wide variety of styles and price ranges. Some include Reiki healing, those packages. So yeah, just connect with me. If you want to learn tarot online, again, I've got that class starting up online, completely online, interactive. So let me know if you would like that. And I'll also have the online chakra healing class is 7 weeks long. Highly informative, includes some yoga and energy clearing and a lot of discussion about the psychology involved within the chakra system and within balancing those. All right, much love to you guys, and take care. I'll see you again soon. Ground and hydrate. Namaste.